I saw these lights, I don't wanna go back home. Everything shines, I just wanna learn to shine more.
Hey everyone, it's Jess from Intitular Creative and I am here with...
Hi guys, I'm MzUki.
And we're going to have a little chat today. We're going to talk about our music and a bit about the Melbourne rap scene and all that. Yeah, tell everyone what you've been up to in the start of 2020.
So far, so good. I've been recording some new tunes. I recently filmed a music video. I've got a single coming out Friday the 13th. It's a lucky day for me.
It is. Why is that?
I don't know, just good things always happen on Friday the 13th for me. It's a running thing. Just keep it going. Yeah, I filmed a little music video to start off the year.
Yeah.
Just something for fun because I just wanted to have like a cool creative outlet and process without too much pressure on it. And there's cool things happening. It's been a good start to the year.
And have you always grown up loving music?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like there's a picture of me when I was like 1 and I'm like on the piano, like the keyboard and stuff. Yeah, it kind of more so happened for me when I was like 11, 12 years old.
Yeah.
I started getting into like rap and hip hop, but before then I always loved music and like dancing around to like the Spice Girls. And actually I found this thing from like kindergarten or primary school. And I was 4 years old and it's like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I like filled in there as a singer.
Oh,
so
here we go.
Yeah.
Dreams being fulfilled.
Yeah. So it's been a thing for like longer than I even thought it was a thing.
Has your music style changed from when you first started getting into music?
Definitely. When I first started getting into music, it was more so like I got into it back when jerking was a thing. I don't know if like you're familiar with like that whole. It was a whole. Okay, it was like a whole like dance movement. It was like a sound in itself, a dance, a whole vibe. And when I first started getting into music, the dancing part of it, like the jerking thing, was like married into it.
So it's okay.
So the first music I'd make and like produce, because I used to like produce my own beats and stuff when I was like 12, 13.
That's cool.
Yeah. It was all like jerking music. So that was like my first thing. I used to be called Senorita Sugar back in the day.
And so what type of genre would you say you're in now?
I'd say I'm still kind of got hip hop elements, but like more of like a hip hop pop kind of breed, like a bit of R&B. Yeah. But then some of my like sounds are a bit alternative as well, but it's more like rap pop, hip hop pop. That's my.
You've got your own style pretty much.
Yeah. I like to experiment with different sounds.
Beautiful. And who are you inspired by?
It's a good question.
Like, it's a lot of people to be inspired by.
For sure. Like, I don't think there's like one artist right now that I'm like trying to emulate or anything like that. Like when I was younger, it was like Bow Wow and like other kids who were jerking back in the day. And I think as I've grown, it's definitely been just people that I've met in real life.
There you go.
So yeah, just like other artists that like I meet and people who are on the same sort of journey.
Yeah, like-minded creators.
100%. People just who have a vision and want to create.
You've been putting out heaps of stuff, heaps of content at the moment. So what does a day or a week look like for you? Is it busy?
Yeah, it's pretty busy. Like I'm basically make my own schedule. So it's chill, it's busy, but it's chill as well. Because it's like kind of in my own time and
you can balance it.
Yeah, I do a lot of work from home. Kind of set it up that way and I really like it that way.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's the best working from home.
I'm a bit of an introvert, like naturally, so.
Yeah, so your release that you just put out, Unicorn.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Where did the inspiration come from?
Unicorn! Okay, alright.
I love it.
Thank you.
So good.
I appreciate it. It's a whole thing. Like, okay, so you know Genuine's Pony? Like that song Pony?
Yeah.
So that was kind of like a bit of flavour from it. But I was thinking, what's different to Pony? It's like unicorn. It's like more magical, more sparkly.
Ooh, I like it.
And it was kind of like being liberated, like sexually, being free, like kind of touch on like bisexuality and like just kind of an anthem for people to just like embrace their inner unicorn.
Sound is unicorn made at 3 last 9 to butt. Cuddled up and they all wanna play. Feeling like half bad bunnies around me. Never bet.
Like I remember when I used to be on Tinder. Sorry, this is like back in the day.
Yeah.
There'd be like people like looking for a unicorn and stuff. So that always stuck in my mind. I'm like, that's such a cool like way to look at it.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just someone who's like not run of the mill that it's like a rare find. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's not many unicorns, but it's like that person's a unicorn in the sense, not in the sense that they swing both ways necessarily, but just more in the sense that they're special, magical, open, and like they've got something different about them.
Oh,
I feel like everyone's got a bit of unicorn though, like something
definitely.
in them that makes them stand out.
And how do you start your creative process?
Ooh. I tend to start with like an instrumental or a beat, because if I hear the music first, I can kind of match it. Like I just try to match like the depth of the instrumental. So it's the deeper it is, like the deeper I can go with my lyrics.
Yeah.
Like if it's like more of a surface level sort of thing, the lyrics tend to be more surface level. Yeah. But then sometimes I'll just like have a download and be like, think of some random line and just like notes it, put it in like a little voice memo to come back to later.
Who helped you with the video? How did that all come together? Because it's an epic video.
Yeah, one of my good friends, her name's Hannah.
Yeah.
We met like a few years ago, probably like 2017. Hadn't like started really with music videos since we were just getting started at the time. And I was just like kind of getting my feet wet with like trying to get a new stage name and sort of things like that. So we were like a lot younger then, and I mean it was only 3 years ago, but just like at the start of our journeys with everything. And that was like, it was like, oh, we should work together 100%. And then we did Miss Ya first, and then Unicorn was kind of like the next main one. Me coming up with a bunch of ideas, and she's just like super cool enough to be like, let's make it happen. And like we just bounced off each other with like the concepts, and like just we came up with like a really cool video for it.
Yeah, it looks so epic.
I love it, and like it was so fun just being so wild with the ideas, and like it went like even to the further extreme while we were storyboarding originally. Yeah. But like we kind of turned it back a bit. Found a good medium. It's awesome, and it's awesome to work with another female as well.
Definitely.
So
do you find that there's many females in the creative scene in Melbourne?
I feel like there's a lot. There are quite a few that I know of that are like doing really awesome things. I think there's generally more men, but I'm seeing more women popping up here and there, and it's just like really exciting to see. And I try to work with women, especially like doing videography and like other creative sort of things. And
women empowerment.
100%. Like the Miss Ya shoot, that was like all women. Like behind the scenes, like on camera, everything was just like strictly female set. But you know, I like incorporating some boys as well.
Definitely. I mean, sometimes
sometimes they're allowed.
They're allowed in the girl zone. As a woman rapper, do you come against anything with the men in the scene?
I think when I was younger, I felt like there was more, like you really had to put on like a super brave face. Like back in my XOXO days and stuff, and coming on to it, I was like, I have to be like this, I have to be like that. Yeah. But I think I've just become more confident in myself as time's gone on. I think that is like a weird dynamic sometimes where like the guys don't necessarily, I don't know, all the boys like in the group all rap. It's like, well, I'm actually like equivalent, or like, you know what I mean? I do the same thing. Yeah. So sometimes it's been like a little bit of a delay in them like realizing that I am on the same sort of wave, but my own wave.
Where did your name come from? How did you come up with your name?
Yeah, totally. So my middle name is Uki.
Yeah.
It's comes from my Nigerian side, and it means moon.
Yeah, I like that.
So I was Serenity. I was just trying to find the name and like find out what I wanted to kind of create. And I was going back and forth with it for ages because I'd been known as Serenity for a while. And before that, Sunny and Sugar. But then MzUki just came through, and I kind of wanted to like reclaim that Nigerian name, but like switch it up a bit. Yeah, so it essentially means Miss Moon.
I really like that.
Thank you.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And you put out an EP, Spiritual Bitches.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Spiritual Bitches. That was like, the antithesis of, I think that's the right word for that.
Let's go with
it. Of like what I am, I guess, or like, I don't know, like I'm really into spirituality and like conscious creation, more of attraction, manifestation, all these sort of concepts, and but then it's like not in like a super, you know, a bit of a street edge to it, you know, I still rap and the concept is just like trying to announce who I was, I guess. It's like I'm spiritual and I rap and like spiritual bitches, hey.
I like it. Yeah. I feel like I don't think anyone else has done something like that, like collaborate like spirituality with the rap scene. You feel like it's two different things almost, but then
I want to talk a lot more about like spirituality and things in that realm as well. I mean, I think you get like some hints in my music, like maybe just like a few hints and like with a bit of magical elements in there, but like I want to go deeper for sure, but I know everything's going to happen in the right timing.
So do you manifest a lot? Do a lot of meditation?
I need to do some more meditation.
I feel you on that. I don't know how to meditate.
Just like quiet the thoughts. I try to meditate just in my day-to-day. I'm just like, shh. No thought.
That would be hard to do as a rapper too, because you would have so much going through your head of me.
Well, I don't know. It's interesting. It's been something I've been practice a lot, I guess. Like just using the mind rather than like making the mind use you. It's like we're the one in control of the mind, and the mind's like a tool for us to use when we need to, not take over. And then all the thoughts that are happening are what ultimately like focusing on and bringing more into our experience. So I try to be pretty like aware of like where I'm thinking and where I'm focusing my energy a lot of the time.
And does this help you a lot with being in music and the music industry? Does it help?
I think so. I mean, it's like good to have like some clarity and something to always come back to in a sense. I know I'm going. I think it's like important to just have like the vision of where you're going, and like once you know where you're going and that's like solidified, you just kind of like follow those crumbs to where you're going by like following like your joy, following what feels good, and then it's just gonna like yield to you awesome experiences on the way to where you're going, essentially.
What do you love about being in the Melbourne music scene?
It's actually, it's really cool because I grew up in Melbourne. So back when I was like younger and like in high school and stuff like that, like 14 and 15, and I was like doing the jerking stuff, I was literally the only person I knew who did music. So I'd like go over to Sydney and perform and do things like that, but none of my friends were in that realm at all. And it wasn't until I think I went to LA and I'd set an intention for when I came back in like 2017. I'm like, okay, I want to like meet people in music. I want to like know people in music in Melbourne, from, like in my home city. And that's like when I came back and just like bang, got introduced to someone through a mutual friend, and that's kind of like tapped in with everybody, and it just happened like that. But was that the question?
Well, what do you love about Melbourne? So I guess like you creating the connections and like
But just like I wanted to see what was happening in my city with like music, and like I've been blown away. Like there's so much talent here. It's insane.
Melbourne's got a really strong music scene. It's insane.
I think we've got like the most gigs as a city in the world as well, like, which is pretty
so there's
insane.
something on like every day almost. Is there anything about the music scene that you don't like so much in Melbourne?
Ooh. I'm sure I could think of something if I really racked my brain. It's hard to think negatively. Just maybe an underlying culture of, in Australia, and I've experienced this even when I was on X Factor, and like to bring it back there, tall poppy syndrome, where like I feel like people are, it might just be an Australian thing, like because in America people are super like supportive, like there's still support, but it's like as soon as like someone's like going up or like rising up, people like tend to try to cut them down. Which it might just be because we're like humble as a society generally
Yeah.
that they don't like to see. I don't know, it's a weird
It's a really interesting
It's a weird
one.
one.
Yeah.
Like, so I think less of less jealousy,
Yeah.
for sure, and
Definitely.
more support.
Yeah.
And more like bumping of like each other's music and
Yeah.
like going to the local shows and stuff like that from just people in general public.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
there'll be like 100 artists at like the artist shows, and it's almost like to be tapped in with the underground scene, you're part of the underground scene.
Yeah,
So I'd
yeah.
like to see that expand, where like people who are going and listening to Drake are like coming down and listening to like, you know, the dope artists we got here.
Yeah, I see that definitely. Do you have any advice for someone wanting to come into the music scene?
So if you're starting out, like probably try and find those sort of shows that are happening in the scene. Like go to the shows, just network with people, talk to people. People are generally pretty friendly. Find a producer that you can work with. Like there's so many producers and stuff, so just find someone that you vibe with and just start creating, and also don't be like so obsessed with perfection. And
That's a big one.
allow yourself to be messy, allow yourself to create those first 100 tracks that might not be awesome, but like it's a journey. Like you don't have to, that first song doesn't have to be the song.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just like enjoying the creating process, and if you actually like enjoy music and stuff, that's going to be fun, and you're going to see yourself evolve over the years or however long it takes.
Where can people find you and work with you?
For sure. You can find me on IG at It's MzUki. You can find me on Spotify and SoundCloud, and if you go to my Instagram, you can email me and hit me up. If you want to work, or just DM me. I'll check that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Slide into the DMs.
Slide into my DMs, I'll check that.
Sweet. We'll have everything linked below for you to find out. Click the like and subscribe button and comment below. And yeah, we'll see you next week for another interview, 7 p.m. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thanks for having me. It was awesome.
Anytime.
Good chat.
Thank you.
I just woke up, now living my dream. Oh, God's been such a shit, so you know they like me. Everywhere I've been, oh, God's been